Today we are going to study the last second article of the chapter rotational dynamics. The last second article is called as perpendicular axis theorem. Perpendicular axis theorem. There are two theorems in this chapter. One is perpendicular axis theorem, another is parallel axis theorem. Every year, one theorem asked, generally for 3 months. Let us see what the theorem tells or what the theorem states. Statement. Perpendicular axis theorem states that the moment of inertia, all of you have the definition, we are well familiar about the moment of inertia. The theorem tells us the moment of inertia about any axis, the moment of inertia about any axis, maybe x axis, maybe y axis, maybe z axis. The moment of inertia about any axis is always equal to the moment of inertia about two mutually perpendicular axes. What the theorem tells us, the moment of inertia about any axis, किसी भी एक्सिस का मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया इज ऑलवेज इक्वल टू, वो हमेशा बराबर होता है, किसके बराबर होता है, टू द मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया अबाउट टू म्यूचुअली परपेंडिकुलर एक्सिस. बाकी दो एक्सिस जो एक दूसरे पर कैसे हो, परपेंडिकुलर हो, उन दोनों के समेशन इज ऑलवेज इक्वल टू the moment of inertia about two mutually perpendicular axes, or it is always equal to the sum of the moment of inertia about any axis is always equal to the sum of moment of inertia about two mutually perpendicular axes. दोनों एक्सिस के मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया के जो एक दूसरे पर परपेंडिकुलर हो, उनके दोनों का समेशन किसके बराबर होता है, किसी तीसरे एक्सिस के बराबर. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ, किसी भी एक एक्सिस का मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया यह हमेशा बराबर होता है बाकी दो एक्सिस के मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया के समेशन के बराबर. मैथमेटिकली कैन बी रिटन एज फॉलोज, दैट इज Iz is equal to Ix plus Iy. What do we understand by this I? I for moment of inertia. Z about Z axis. Moment of inertia about Z axis is always equal to the sum of moment of inertia about two mutually perpendicular axes. Mathematically, we can write it in this way. Now, the proof. For the proof, let us consider the simple diagram. Let us consider a plain lamina having two axes, x axis y axis, वो भी the center or origin. What we are observing in the diagram, in the figure, there is a plane lamina of mass m having two axes, ox and oy. How they are? They are usually perpendicular to each other, and there is sum of moment of inertia is always equal to the z axis, that is OZ. Okay. What we can write in the figure, OX and OY are the two axes which are usually perpendicular to each other, whereas OZ is the third axis which is perpendicular to them and intersecting them. और इनको क्या करता है, ये इंटरसेक्ट कर रहा है, the third axis. ये दोनों एक्सिस के मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया का समेशन किसके बराबर होता है, z एक्सिस के बराबर. Let us consider a point P. Consider a point P having a mass dm or a small element. There is a small element having a mass dm. Where it is at point P? What is the position of point P? It is situated at a distance r from the origin or from point O. Where is the small element? Let us consider there is a small element of mass dm at point P and it is situated at a distance r. Okay, draw the normals. Draw the normals Pm and Pn on x-axis and on y-axis. Okay. Draw the normals Pm on x-axis, Pn on y-axis. Another important thing, what is the situation of this side Pm? The side Pm, it seems to be parallel to y-axis. The side Pm, it seems to be parallel to y-axis. That's why the side Pm is represented by the factor y, and it is parallel to ON. That's why ON is also represented by y, because both are parallel to each other. What about NP? NP just increase. When we increase NP, what we see? It is parallel to x-axis. That's why the side NP is represented by the factor x. But it is parallel to OM. That's why OM is also represented by the factor x. Both are parallel to each other. Another important thing, here we have drawn the normals Pm. We have drawn the normals Pm on x-axis. So makes an angle of 90 degree. Pm on y-axis, it also makes an angle of 90 degree. Got the idea? Okay, now let us consider the moment of inertia about x-axis. Let us consider the moment of inertia first of all about x-axis. Moment of inertia I. About x-axis Ix can be written as about x-axis पर कौन सा साइड आकर नॉर्मल पड़ता है, x-axis पर Pm आकर पड़ता है. That's why Pm स्क्वायर उसके पास क्या है, having a small element of mass dm, Pm square dm. Why square is there, Pm square? Because it is the side having certain distance y, and we are well familiar about moment of inertia, that it is the product of mass square of distance. How much the distance of Pm? It is represented by the factor y. So we can write that is Ix is equal to integration of y square dm. Pm is represented by the factor y, so Pm square y square dm. Equation number 1. of the same type. Moment of inertia about x-axis. Now, the moment of inertia about y-axis. Once again, what is moment of inertia? Represented by the factor I. About y-axis, Iy is equal to integration of y-axis पर कौन सा साइड जाके नॉर्मल पड़ता है? y-axis पर साइड pn जाके नॉर्मल पड़ता है. So square of distance, that is pn square multiplied by mass. What is moment of inertia? It's the product of mass square of distance pn. But pn is represented by the factor x. Put it here. Therefore, Iy is equal to integration of x square dm, equation number 2. Got the idea? Now, which axis remains? Z. Similarly,